Hello everyone and welcome to Tonic Live. Hello everyone and welcome to Tonic Live with me, Owen.
Me, Alison.
And me, Daniel.
Hello. I'm going to do as long as I can because I've got a cold and my eyes... Well, Ali thinks it's
an
allergy or something because my eyes are watering and my nose is watering. It's just water.
He's got a drippy nose.
It's a drippy nose and it's coming from. So I'm not just getting emotional about the craft kit, although
yes,
I maybe
you
could.
are.
I'm just going to just dab my eyes. But
gently.
What is Tonic Live? Tonic Live is a live stream straight from Tonic HQ where we go through a make with Ali and me and Dan read your questions and suggestions on the phone by here. Today's a special show because as of about how many minutes ago, Dan? 5 minutes ago, the Tonic Craft Kit has been live in the UK. So in the UK, and it's just about to go live then in the US. Dan's just making that live as we speak. So well done everyone who's already a subscriber because your craft kit is safe. That's the key. You're going home with that, all right? But if you are looking to get the craft kit, you haven't heard about it before, it's your first time watching, well, we're going to show you what it's all about. There's a quick unboxing if you don't like me talking about card for 10 minutes, all right? And that's on YouTube, and you can check that.
And then you can fast forward.
But if you like to see people gush over products for about 20 minutes, then you come to the right place. So we're going to go through a quick run through, and then Ali's going to do a little bit of a make here as well and show you.
I certainly am.
So the title of this month's kit, so we're calling it Tonic Craft Kit 8, and it's the Trinket Draw Kit, all right?
Yes.
So what does that mean?
The trinket drawer is what you've been wanting for ages. So we're going to tease you, as we always do, to start with. We'll do the papers first.
We'll do the papers first.
So here's our range of papers. So
we got them there. So yeah,
are you going to give the names?
Yeah, I'll read them out then. So just if you fan them, then it doesn't matter if we show the wrong ones then.
Okay.
Does it? So we've got so it's got two weave textured card, and that's in pewter grey and navy blue, and that's those ones. So you've got your nice standard card for matting, layering, everything you want with that.
So it could be quite masculine, this set.
Yeah, I think it is. The blues. I know a lot of people say blue. Oh, I love the colour. This is my favourite colour when they saw the sneak peek of this. On the mirror card then we got frosted silver.
We have.
So this is your mirror card.
This is our satin silver.
And these are all craft perfect cardstock. So Tonic's own brand of cardstock, and anyone will tell you that it's of a high standard. And then we've got speciality papers in floral lace and silver checker.
So that's our floral lace and that's our silver checker. And there's a lot of texture in these. So if you like, if you're a very touchy-feely person, then these are what you need.
I think they've stolen the show a bit, the papers, in some of the months. I think people have been waiting.
They are awesome.
I've been looking forward to those more than anything else. So there's those papers. Where am I down to? Then we've got the speciality cards. So you've got the ice grey glacier and then silver silk as well.
These are stunning. I mean, this one, the sheen on this and the absolute sparkle is unbelievable. It's almost like a shot silk. It's beautiful, absolutely gorgeous.
It is. It's like it is like that, like a silk, like on there, or like almost like or maybe a tree effect if you wanted that, like a sort of a wood,
a
bark effect. So yeah, really nice. And those, they're the papers. So those 7 papers and cards are what you get in your kit, and you can use them in any way that you wish. Then, so we'll move on next to the Nouveau, shall we?
So what have we got first?
So what have we got first? Well, actually, the first it's a craft perfect item, but it's the Baker's Twine. So Baker's Twine in jet black.
So we've got some lovely Baker's Twine. It's a nice thick twine, but not too thick. So great for drawers, doing little pull-out drawers with it.
I think that is an item because maybe you're into obviously you're into paper crafting if you're watching this video, but that kind of stuff, it takes it out of it a little bit, maybe like haberdashery sort of side, and you get a chance. Maybe you wouldn't buy that normally. Maybe it's not something, but it gives you an opportunity to have a play with something, outside of your usual.
That's
Think
right.
of ways to use it, borders, whether it be bows, whatever.
If you want a little button on the front of your drawer with the Baker's Twine threaded through it, little bows on it, fabulous ideas for that.
Really pretty. Next we've got the mini crystal drops. We've got double denim. This is.
So this is a new colour.
Brand new colour, yeah.
Brand new colour. And as you can see, it matches perfectly with the paper, especially the glacier and the floral lace.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So you get Yeah, so a lot of the time in the kits as well, if you're first time watching, you get some brand new products. So Tonic's new releases ahead of the time when they go on the Chanda or launched in the USA. You get to see them first and try them out first. You'll know when they arrive then, that's for me, I'm going to get that.
That's right.
Next, we've got the mini embossing powder. So we've got Odyssey Blue and Silver Moonlight.
So the Odyssey Blue is more of a pearlescent type colour, and the Silver Moonlight, is a sparkling embossing powder. So you've got a nice bit of glitter in there. So really, really pretty colours. Yeah,
really nice. If you're into your embossing, your stamping, that kind of thing, you're gonna love those. And all the colours in it, as you say, they go together.
Everything goes
match,
together.
And you're going to create some projects without having to think about colour choices. You've got it. Well, there.
Sometimes choosing the colours is the hardest bit of the project.
Yeah.
You may know what project you're going to do, but putting the colours together, you think, I don't know where to start.
That's it. I look on Pinterest and things like that, and I try and find colour combos to just put together. But you can do.
You love your colours.
I do. Yeah. I like the colour charts because you can. It's hard in your mind's eye sometimes to see what goes. So you do it, and if you buy in as well, you don't. Because you maybe not have all the... Like we're lucky enough to have all the cards that you could ever want here. But if you're going out to buy, you can plan out what you want a little bit before. Eric is still waiting for Craft Kit 7. If you are waiting for your Craft Kit 7, depending on where you are in the world, we do our best to get them to you as soon as we can. We now ship them in the US as well. So hopefully in the US, you'll get them hopefully around a similar time that they get them in the UK as well. So it's we're doing our best to get them. But the further you are afield, you may be a bit delayed. But then it should always be a month in each. You should be a month between. I think I am too, Erica. I'm only a mile from Pamela. If you're waiting to, she'll be with you soon. If you drop us a message, we hopefully should be able to get those to you. Because our customer service, we pride ourselves on that. Any problems with your kit at any point, just drop us a message. support@tonic-studios.com if you're in the UK, and customer service at tonic-studios.com in the USA. Right, so what we got next? So this is it, nice little big pot you got here. Peewee Sheen glitter, 100 millilitres, that's sapphire blue.
Look at that. Look at the colour there. I mean, that is a definite sapphire.
Yeah, really good.
That is gorgeous. So I've had a little play with that earlier.
If you're doing it's good for a regal sort of card, or if you're doing it could be nautical even, or you're doing like a night sky. It's got that kind of look to it.
Beautiful.
And then you've got diamond ink pad, clear mark.
We have. So you've got your embossing powders. So you've also got your ink pad to go with them. So that's a nice little ink pad there. Nice little size just to carry with you in your kit, especially if you're out and about.
And that obviously goes with then the stamps. So you've got stamps which we've got going with it.
So this time we have got some little pattern stamps.
We can't show that underneath, sorry. I know.
All right, okay.
There's something underneath we can't show.
Okay.
Go on, I'll get it out of the way. Because
Okay.
that's the surprise gift this month. And it's out.
Just leave me with the dice.
Go on, you leave with the dice.
So I've lost my track now.
Go on, show the stamps.
The stamps have got either a nice little basket weave effect, which would look pretty on the front of your drawers, or you've got a spotted effect. Now these can be built up as well. If you've got the stamping platform, you can just move your card along and build up this effect. But you've also got some little sentiments. One says knickknacks, one says bits and bobs, and the other one says secret and stuff.
Yeah, I like the patterns one there, because they're kind of
They're
like
beautiful, aren't they?
Yeah, they're really going to pop, because you can do them in any colours you want. Polka dots are nice. You can do a border, especially if you've got your stamp platform, you're going to be all over that. You're going to be doing it.
Exactly.
I think Lisa said, I hear a lot of clicking. That's Dan clicking around. He's sort of frantic. We thought we had everything.
Busy.
We thought we had everything ready for the launch of it. And Dan's got some last minute things on the US site to tweak and make sure it's live and everything's ready. We try and keep it as fair as possible as well. So UK and US, you should all be able to get it first up, but get it while you can. Really is the message, because we're not sure how long it'll last. Oh God, my eyes.
So the pièce de résistance, should we say?
Yes.
Is your dies. And this time it may not be quite apparent from these what it is, but these are your 2 die sets, and they are a matchbox die. So this is what I've created today from the matchbox. So I've got a little one here. Well, we can open these. They should open. Oh, Maybe I've not stuck it on
That's
well
all right.
enough.
That's
I
all
need
right,
a bit
but
extra
you
glue.
can pop them open.
So they open and they join together, and then the inside is double-sided, it's double-walled. So if you've made boxes before and you think, oh, they're a little bit flimsy, then these are the ones you want, because these are actually quite sturdy. The only thing I've added to the kit is white cardstock, and I've used the flower dye from kit 4. I'm thinking it's number 4.
Yeah, I think it was.
That's all I've added. Everything else on here has come from the kit. So the beautiful dyes that we've got here, they're all in the kit. You've got lots of patterns here that you can pick and choose. Some very masculine. We've got the tartans and the trellis patterns. And some very, very feminine, quite swirly. I'm trying to think of what I want to say. Quite baroque, some of these.
Yeah.
I think that's the word I'm looking for. And then we've got the patterns that have gone at the side here, but they could be the top of your box. I'll show you one that I've made up.
I know, and we're talking about, I think we've said 2018 seems to be year of home decor and what people are doing.
Exactly.
And this is a lovely sort of jewellery box, something,
Yeah.
and a lovely gift, and you can change those to the colours. You can imagine that on a girl's desk or something like that, or you could have a boy's desk. Someone you've got some bits and pieces in there. Whoever. It's a nice bit of.
You've got your secret stuff and your knickknacks and your bits
Well, you
and
wouldn't,
bobs
yeah,
to go in
that's
there.
what I mean. You tell them this secret stuff, and you've got a nice gift for them, and that it's a lovely thing to give gifts, and you have 3 different gifts.
Well, I'm wondering whether they were told, they would definitely hold a Ferrero Rocher.
Oh, at least a Ferrero Rocher.
I reckon you'd get at least 3, maybe.
3, 4. We design all our dies to the scale of Ferrero Rocher, so
well,
hopefully you should be able to get
a
lint, yeah.
So that, and then you've got the outer sleeve as well that comes with the kit. So the larger dies fit the top of the box, and the smaller dies fit the side of the box. So depending on what you decide to do. So there's one that I've already done. I tried to cut it down as much as I could, not to bore you, because obviously I knew we were going to be spending time
going through
the kit.
Have you got any suggestions on the storing of these dies in the folders, as some keep falling off the clear sheet? Check on that.
Just pop an extra piece of double-sided sticky tape on it, because sometimes with glitters and embossing powders and even dust that you've collected from your papers and things, they will stop the sheets being tacky. So I would just put an extra piece of tape on there.
I've never heard of a matchbox die. Yeah, this is sort of
this is
what it, and that's what we've in recent times as well. Tonic making previously difficult things easy is what we aim to do, and this is another die set which do that, just like the waterfall before it, just like the little curl box, just like the kaleidoscope, just like loads of our products recently. It's making things a lot easier. So if you want to make something as special as this, it's not it's not too difficult. You can just follow step by steps and just get there, get where you want to be.
A
lot of sympathy coming in for me.
Oh, anything for a bit of sympathy.
I know. Come on, just let it wash over. Sympathy. Like I know. I think they say let Ali and Dan do the daily. The plan was for Dan to chip in here now, but
I will.
He's just busy doing that, and I'm on my second win now.
I will be able to swap back in about 2 minutes.
Well, I'm okay because I can do a bit of chatting now. I'll pop these in there.
I'm not a chatter.
I am a chatter. That is one thing I am, is a chatter. So, to make the box, I am going to use... I've done a fair bit of cutting because, again, obviously I want to cut down on the time. This is the funny L-shape die, is the one that makes the base of the box. So you need to cut 2 for each box. So the one that's got the square, that's the bit you're going to glue. So a nice bit of glue on the bottom. And just line up on the lines, and that is it. That gives you a nice cross shape, and that will make your base box. So the way I've done it, I like to use my creaser to enforce these lines. So I'm going to think of how you're making the box. So you're pushing the sides up, and then this one folds in. So they are both mountain folds. So we'll do the same on the opposite side.
Karen said, you look like you're really suffering. It's more just that my eyes watering. It's like Ali thinks it's like an allergy. Like I don't know. It's not like I don't feel like it'll hurt my head. I just feel like it's just that. But it's all right. We haven't got the teas and coffees in yet, or the length sips.
Oh, girls, come on, not boys.
Sharon, I'll designate you the. Would you mind getting them in for everyone? I think how many do we need? 63, I think. If you can get 63 coffees, mine's a lemon sip, obviously, but yeah, just get a few in, Sharon, if you could. Thanks, I would really appreciate that.
Oh dear. So the other side, mountain fold. No, ignore that. That's a valley fold. Then we've got another one, but the bottom one folds back on itself, and I will show you why now. And we do the same on the other side. So they're not mountains, they're valleys, ignore me. How could I get valleys and mountains wrong where we live?
That's all Wales is, mountains and valleys.
I know. So that's your shape to start with. And your last little creases then are your tabs for gluing, and they just fold up. So everything folds in, bar the two small tabs, and they fold out. So it's pretty easy to put together. So a little bit of glue on the tabs. You can use double-sided tape on these, really whatever you fancy.
You ready?
And then...
Should be okay. Sorry.
He's all right. Dan will swap in now. There you go. I'll be on the cameras. I'll still be there.
All right.
I'm stealing the limelight from the kids a bit. That's the last thing I want to do.
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
You'll be all right. So just join your tabs, work your way around. And this will makes it so easy. There's no measuring, everything cuts for you nicely. It's just so easy. You know, if you wanted to make these projects, you had to cut and measure every single project, every single line, it would drive you scatty.
Yes, easy.
It is easy.
I know what we're talking about.
Come on, Dan.
Hello.
Come on,
Dan.
Hello. In my rush as well, I've realised I haven't put the smaller one on for us to...
It'll be all right. I'll get it on.
There you go.
We're there.
Hey.
We'll multitask because we can change jobs.
Yes, there you go. You can help
Okay.
me. Oh, I just got your tissues over here.
That's nice.
Oh,
Don't touch the wet ones.
don't touch the wet ones.
So there's our box. All the sides are joined in. Pop in the two plain sides. And then the two with the flap on the bottom. They are the last two to go in, and they hold everything in place. And there is your little box.
Sweet.
So this could be absolutely anything. This is wherever you want to take it. You can make this as tall as you like. You can make it into a little chest of drawers. You can make it into an advent calendar for Christmas. There's just so many ideas you can do just with this one little box. The top then is the other die.
Mm-hmm.
So this one is just a plain die with a little flap on the end. So again, just fold along the creases.
So yeah, this kit now is available. I'll just make sure of that, which is why I was supposed to start the show and give Owen a bit of rest, but there were some minor issues, technical issues, which is why it wasn't available at 4 o'clock. But as that's classic Tonic style, and you wouldn't expect anything less really of that. But on the US and the UK site now, it should be available. I think Simon's keeping an eye on stock and things just to make sure that we have enough and to move stuff around if we need to. And yeah, that's my plug.
Wow.
Well, just to mention, like, we're doing our best to get more and more quantities in for you, because I know it's sold out so quickly in the past few months, and we're doing our best to get more and more made. But you know, you're enjoying it so much, they're gone before you get a chance. And advice is, get it as early as you can if you're interested and you enjoy the kit. But yeah, we're doing our best to make sure that everyone can have it.
Yeah, because we get, like I always say, we get more every single month. We always get more, but you always seem to buy more as well.
40% gone in the UK, I think. So
Wow.
not to go all the chander on here.
Not in a shopping channel format, but apparently 40% gone already.
Yeah, so
Everybody on live missing out.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you. So there we are.
Wow.
So So if you do want it, I'd hurry up. Maybe come back and watch us afterwards. And as always as well with these kits, you get a selection of inspiration videos from Alison, Karen, BB, Christina, loads and loads of other people as well. We send them the kits, they make a nice video for us and show us the different things you can do as well. And
wow.
This is one of the videos we'll do, but I'm sure we'll make Alison do another one.
I'm sure I'll do it.
Yeah.
Right, so a little bit of glue on the tab and just join the two pieces together. Just give that a little bit of a press. Turn it over. This is the easiest way I find to do it. Because if you can press on a hard surface, it's much easier to glue things together than gluing in mid-air. So a little bit of glue on the tab again. And just bring the other side over and press. So there's your sleeve. I'm going to leave it to dry before I do anything with it. So, what did I do next?
Oh, is that what we're making? Sorry.
That's what we're making.
Dan was too busy looking.
I've been so focused on doing that. That's really cool.
Really nice.
So it's like a little draw set almost.
It is.
I said jewellery box. Nice.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah.
So we've got 2 little sets of drawers already done. And this will be the third one to sit on the top. So, oops, there we are. There's my third to go there. So that's my starting point. And as I say, the only thing I've added to this to make it is white cardstock, because I knew everyone would have white cardstock at home. It's a 270 GSM I've used, but you could use a thinner GSM.
Right. With this as well, I mean, I know we haven't labelled it as such, but it would be a dimensions die set.
Yes, it would.
And I do always like dimensions in particular, just because it's kind of everything you need to make a project in one die set almost. You know? So like you got this now. I know that you've expanded on it to make it, but it does work just as a singular box as well.
Oh yeah.
And then it's almost like party favours and just little bits and pieces there as well. So
and you decorate it as you want to. I mean, your tops can be decorated with any of these dies. Absolutely any.
The patterns you mentioned, they're so pretty. They're so pretty.
They're gorgeous.
Is that the right? Someone will know.
I think
Sharon
it's like
will
a
know, or someone like
style.
that. Because I love those style of pattern. I kind of get, geometric. I know, you know, lacy. You know, sort of floral. But then there are so many other different styles of pattern. And to know the names of them, then you can seek them out. Then
that's right. That's right.
These stamps work alongside them as well. They
yes,
go on the
they
panels.
do. They go on the panels.
Yeah. So you could add these bit here, basically.
Yeah.
So.
But then you would stamp that first, obviously,
Yeah,
before you put the box together.
So yeah. Really cool.
But again, you could, if you wanted to stamp on the top with the dots or the basket weave, then you can do that as well.
Sweet.
Just stamp it twice.
Yeah.
Because
do they fit like?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I'm learning all about this. This is like the first time I've seen it.
That's what I mean. There was so much I wanted to do with this today, but I knew it had to be a quick demonstration as well.
Sorry, I'll keep quiet.
I don't mean that. But there are just an endless possibilities with this kit.
Yeah, definitely.
And you can just keep going with it.
Yeah. So you got like I know you probably already talked about it. Sorry, I was in the zone.
No,
earlier.
it's all right.
And,
Dan, move on, please. Just move on. Dan, can you? We've talked about the stamps.
So you got all the secret stuff, knickknacks, bits and bobs. I just quite like that as well.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah, it kind of sums up the projects you are making, I guess. It's pretty cool.
We don't have an outer edge on this set, but they're so easy. I mean, they're all straight edges to cut.
Yeah.
That was so we could put pattern edge to edge on it.
Right.
So let me just move that out of the way.
What I will say as well, if you are already subscribed to the craft kit, you don't have to do anything. Your kit is already reserved and part of that then as well. So if you are subscribed already, don't worry about anything. So it's all in our hand, basically.
There we are. So leave your die in place and just trim very, very gently around the outside of it. So there's nothing hard about that. We've all got a pair of scissors or a trimmer. You know, if you prefer to do it with a trimmer, then use your trimmer.
Are you just using the die as like a guide?
I'm using the die as a guide, yeah.
There's a nice little rhyme there.
There we are. So there's my lovely pattern. I don't know.
Yeah,
can you see there? Yeah, go on. You're
We've got a bit of white card. I'll grab that.
Maybe, yeah, there we are.
Sweet. There we go.
And this is just one of the patterns. I've used, the ones that I'm showing you now are a different pattern to the ones I made earlier because I wanted to show you some of the different patterns that we've got.
Yeah. Because then even though you're going to have a similar style and colour choice, you could just have each pattern means a different thing on,
Yeah.
on your mantelpiece or wherever.
Yes.
Because then you could have like this means jewellery and that means knickknacks
Yes.
and other bits and pieces.
Yeah.
It could be buttons.
Different
if you're into
colours. I mean, what you could do if you've got your buttons and things, then put a button on the front.
sewing. Yeah.
If you've got,
Yeah,
say you've got little brads in another one, then put a brad on the front and you know exactly what you've got then.
Yeah, definitely.
So there we go. That fits perfectly onto the front of my box. And in true Blue Peter fashion,
Here's one I made earlier.
there's the other two.
Hey.
So I've turned, let me make sure I got that the right way. Hang on now. Are they all the right
Don't
way?
get ahead of yourself now.
I know. I'm just making sure that they all face the right way. There we are. So I've twisted the one in the middle just to be a little bit different.
Sweet.
So that's the start. My next bit is glue these together. Oh, wrong one. Hang on. That's it. There we are. Just line them up. I'll make sure they're on top of each other. Again, a little bit of glue. And make sure I've got it right. If I did have it wrong, then the drawer just comes out and I swap it around.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't have been.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm so
It's not as
particular.
catastrophic as it is.
No, not usually.
No, no.
But now are the things I normally do. So,
Owen's looking a bit scared. That did happen last time.
It did happen last
and
time.
I
I'm
don't know
assuming.
what.
I'm hoping it's the same.
I think it's okay. Basically, minor error. Basically, we're flying blind
What can we
currently. So,
I can't see.
mayday.
I know. It's all right. It's all right.
But yeah, I'm fairly sure everything's okay for you to see at home or what have you. You should still be able to move cameras around and stuff. You just won't be able to see what you're moving around.
Okay.
So there you
I'll
go.
do it by taste and touch alone.
oh dear.
Yeah.
So I've done 2 strips of the glacier card. So what I've done is,
Is that the
It's that
secret
one.
thing somewhere?
it's that one. So I've just taken the short width of the card and I have cut it, I've got to think now, how much should I cut? 2.5 inches in width. And I've made 2 of those.
Mhm.
So there's my 2. Then I've made a score line at the bottom, which is, hang on, I think it's 1.5 inches, but I will check. So I've used our trusty little V-blade and 1.25. 1.25 inches on the base end and 3/4 of an inch at the top end. So I've done 2 score lines. So again, just fold that bottom one.
So I've been kind of neglecting the comments a little bit. Sorry,
how
I
dare
think
you.
I'm just not responsible enough to be a part of the comments. When I'm doing the YouTube ones, I tend to
I'm
forget
trying to
about
get
them
them,
as well. So we've got loads of people saying hi to me when I joined. Then I guess Shelby saying, "Oh, man flu, you're doing well. Don't worry, Owen." Yeah, there's a few people that still care
I'm
for
still
you
their
in that way.
thoughts.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
people
still here,
saying-
just sniffing and dripping all over my hands. Like,
Yeah.
Weird.
Don't drip on the laptop. Maybe that's why it's broken. That's what
Maybe
you've
that's
done.
what
now.
it was.
People saying they're glad to they're already subscribed, which is a good thing. There we go.
I just thought of another benefit. So if you are going to subscribe as well, so this month, if you did purchase a one-off in previous months, then it may mean you're scrambling to get the kit in time. But if you subscribe, then you're guaranteed your kit for the following month. So
Yeah.
so you secure your kit for the following month. So that's a little added bonus. So if you have subscribed already, then you can just sit back and enjoy the demo. But hopefully we'll have enough for everyone. It's going to all be cool. So yeah.
The monthly subscription in particular isn't all that dissimilar to the one-offs anyway. If anything, you save, especially in the UK anyway, you save £2 on postage, so you don't have to pay any postage. And the first one takes the payment for whenever you purchase it, and then it's the end of the next month and every other month then. But if for whatever reason you don't want to, if you can't pay that month or you don't want that kit for whatever reason, you can always cancel resubscribe. There isn't any contracts or anything like that. So if it benefits you to subscribe in generally, because like I said, it saves you postage, it secures your kit. There's loads of benefits to it. Sorry.
There you are. Okay, so I've stuck the card so they meet at the bottom. And then I'm going to glue it to the sides. So if you're thinking, well, you kind of could have got away with not using the navy card. I could have, but you do still see the top of the box and you still see a little bit on the front. As you open them, you still see a little bit. So I did like the contrast.
Yeah.
So a bit of glue.
Sharon over says the little chest drawers reminds you of a birdhouse. It kind of does.
Yes,
a little
it
bit,
could.
'cause you've got like
It could.
it's that peaked kind of
Yes,
shape
it
thing,
is.
isn't it? So
It is.
you like that.
So I've got my glue on the side, and again, I'm just popping the two sides together. And then my little tab that I've got at the top, just bend them back slightly and pop your glue just up to the line. And then hold those two together. So I kind of haven't used a lot, I haven't used any other dies. I'm just making sure everything's in place. Yeah, in place. I mean, if you wanted to, you could pop a peg on this to hold it together.
Could you use tape? I know that's generally used
You
to
could
speed
have
things
used,
up.
yeah, you could have used tape. Doesn't give you as much manoeuvrability with tape, that's the
Right.
only thing. So,
How much wiggle room?
no wiggle room, so you can
Yeah.
hold that for me
Oh,
instead.
thank you.
I know.
I'm useful.
I know you are. You know we love you, Dan. So now I've taken two pieces of white card, exactly the same. They're the width of an A4 sheet. So it's exactly the same length. And I've scored it the same at the bottom, 1 1/4 inches. Then I'm going to take one of the larger of the pattern dies. And I'm just leaving a tiny little gap at the bottom. And I'm going to tape this in place. I had a bit of tape earlier, but I don't know what I've done with it. So I'll have another one.
Got YouTube, loads of people on YouTube. They're all being nice
Hello,
to each other. isn't it?
YouTube.
Hey.
There I said, I've got, Chris says, I do a 3-month subscription in Australia, so it makes it easy to do that and I don't miss out. But yeah, Cal's got this month. I know I spoke with you, Cal. Yeah, we'll have a little chat and see what we can sort out for it. But yeah, congrats on getting this kit. Yeah, at least I didn't know that that you could cancel. Yeah, there's no contract of sorts with it. So if you can't afford to to be part of it that month, then that's cool. You can not as well.
It's like like Netflix and all the other fun subscription services that you can cancel
that
at
you're
any
probably
point.
aware of.
And yeah, like I said, if you can't afford it or don't want that kit for whatever reason that month, then you can just cancel it, resubscribe the next month. It's pretty free to do so, but ultimately you kind of save on postage the majority of the time.
And secure your kit.
And secure your kit as well.
And that's what you want to do, especially the way they're going at the moment.
Yes, exactly. Just keep flying out.
Barbara says,
I know.
glad I subscribed, but still won't use the wonderful papers. Has anyone actually used the papers from the card kit yet?
Oh,
You need to see
don't
someone.
just keep them for stroking.
I don't think I've seen anyone actually use it. People just go with these big warehouses full of craft kit paper.
You've got to use them at some point. So it may as well be now.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you really like it, then you can go and buy some more. Because the majority are available.
Yes.
There's a couple that are
I think
subscription.
Subscription based.
Not subscription.
I think generally speaking, I think maybe there might be one in the kit that generally hasn't been released yet, but it will be eventually.
It will be released.
But most of the stuff is out available in the retailers and the trade and what have you, and there should be as well on Achanda. They've got a pick and mix service on there, so you can pick the cards you want and you save the more you have and things like that as well. So if you are looking for cards, style Craft Perfect in particular, Achanda as well as any other retailer should have one as well.
Yeah. I've left a tiny little gap between the die cut and the next die. So just going to run this through as well.
Sarah's saying that all her papers are still in the envelopes and labelled.
Oh, are they? Oh, Sarah.
It's good preservation.
Collector's items in years to come.
Just frame them. That should be the next one. You know, like
Well,
you just frame some cards.
Well, you could frame them,
You could.
actually.
Home decor, it's the way forward.
Exactly.
Paula said, where did you announce who won the Cardstock Friday, the special white edition? That's
Good question.
I'll announce that on Friday. So
Yeah.
Show Tonic Showcase, we'll do it a week from. We'll do another Cardstock Friday, and then and you're all in.
Yeah.
There we are. Right. So there's the second pattern. So it's quite seamless, this pattern.
Yeah, definitely.
And again, the one that I've done there, you've got that one tiny little line in the centre, and that is it.
It kind of is already part of the pattern.
It
almost.
is.
You know, it's
It
not like
is.
it's not intrusive or
No,
in the way or anything. It's just it looks like that is part of the design.
that's right.
So.
I mean, you could have put your drops on there.
Yeah.
Which I didn't today because I was a little bit pushed for time, which is not like me.
No. Well, to be fair, we did show you yesterday afternoon and go make something with this.
I know. And I was in the middle of doing something.
That's at least
Yeah,
18
today.
hours, Al. I don't think
Oh,
we
well,
should
that's
make
too
any
long,
excuses.
isn't it?
No.
Far too
Yeah,
long.
true. Yeah.
Far too long.
You had at least 6 hours. to
You
make
had at
this.
least 6 hours to
I
make
know.
that. So I don't know.
know.
To come up with an idea fresh from something given you straight away. All right.
We do kind of like sort of an unlimited resource of
Yes.
inspiration. We do go to Ali and go, save us for another show. But you do a good job, Al.
Thank you, my darling. Try anyway.
David, I
No,
potentially
don't
wouldn't
say that.
recommend your plan. He says that he has to make a Mother's Day card soon, and he's going to trash Kim's good paper.
You can't.
Oh dear, David, you're definitely going to be in the bad books there.
No, that could be
no.
over.
Um,
Swiss Family Rollins.
Oh
Could be like
dear.
having a separation if that happens.
yeah, definitely. Can you go and check with Simon in regards to the US website?
I can do.
So this is our side panel. So as you can see, it's very, very delicate, but absolutely gorgeous. You could make the side panels bigger and have a little lip on them. I didn't want to though.
Right.
I wanted to keep them quite flat. So I'm just going to bend the bottom along my score line. And here's one I did earlier. Just
You're good
thought,
at that now, too.
I know. Well, I thought you don't want to sit here watching me make all these little boxes.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start this time gluing at the top. So it's a little bit of glue. Try and make sure you put dots of glue in as many places as you can. I know it is quite, quite delicate and quite detailed.
So
we
I think
get there
Paul is saying, what happens if you die cut the papers in the kit? Do they get squished? Not really. I think like
The
it depends.
speciality papers don't.
The-
The handmade papers
Yeah.
do.
So like this, is it? That's like a handmade paper, isn't it?
That's the handmade paper.
But like if you're making like basic shapes with it, then it's fine. But I think like if you use something a bit more
If you
detailed
can
like this, it's a
lift
bit.
that up.
Yeah. Lift what up?
That is made out of those
Oh,
papers.
right, sorry.
So I don't know
So-
whether you can show. It does flatten
kind of
this
a bit like that.
slightly.
So yeah, I suppose it's kind of a little bit, but if you're doing like really basic shapes or stuff like that, I think
It's-
intricate dies probably won't work.
No.
Just because it kind of like it tears the paper a little bit as well, I think.
It will
So,
cut it.
Yeah.
It will cut it. But because you've got a pattern on that card,
Yeah.
you really don't want to cut an intricate pattern into it.
No.
So, when you're cutting just plain shapes, what I would do is rather than put the whole sheet through, just cut the little bit around the die that you want to cut and run that bit through.
Right, okay.
So you're not running your whole sheet of card through each time because it will flatten a bit more each time.
Right.
But it still keeps the pattern. It's a bit strange. I'm
sorry.
nearly there. I'm nearly
Sorry.
there.
I know someone earlier, I can't remember, Lisa D'Antonio saying that she can't seem to order on the US
I just checked.
website.
The website should be okay. It may have been that it was like we were about 15 minutes behind on the US and on the UK.
Right.
So it should be working. If you go on there now, Lisa, you should do. But I spoke to Simon about Lisa's comment, and he's going to send you an email with a link if you are struggling. So if you just check
So
your
yeah,
emails.
it should be relatively easy to find, but if, like I said, it was a bit slow in comparison to the UK site. mainly because of my technical inabilities. But if you head over to tonic-studios.com,
damn, you're normally out techie,
I know,
man.
exactly. So if I couldn't do it, who could?
Well,
you know?
exactly.
Who knows?
Okay.
But if you head over to tonic-studios.com, you can go to /pages/kit, but if you go to the main website, click Tonic Craft Kit in the main menu, and it should take you to the right page and to talk about what's in the kit as well.
Yeah, Lisa
There
says
we are.
thanks, much is working. Awesome, Lisa. Yeah, I hope you enjoy your kit.
Sweet.
Okay. So there's the one panel. So again, it is a gorgeous die. And that can be a panel on your card.
Yep.
You know, don't just keep it for these boxes.
And because you're saying it makes a pattern, you could just have a never-ending thing.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah,
I mean, it may take longer, but you could have a background or something.
you can.
Along those lines.
You
I
can.
think someone asked at the start, did the stamps, they'd line up?
Yes.
And they will, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, so
They
these-
will.
So these stamps here are part of the kit as well. So the it's the matchbox. So yeah, that's on
Trinket box.
Trinket box. Sorry, trinket box is exclusive to this kit as well as the stamps as well. So outside of this outside of this Tonic Craft Kit, it won't be available anywhere else. So if you are interested in getting this, I would highly recommend for you to head over to toniccraftkit.co.uk or the US website.
Or wait till the end of the show and go then. It's
Yes.
up to you.
But can't guarantee stock.
Can't
you know?
guarantee, but
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm not getting. You're not updating me with the numbers anymore. Yeah.
Not.
So
What would they do on TV?
yeah,
What would they
yeah,
say?
yeah.
What would they do? I know if you...
Sue has saying, are the stamps continuous?
That's what you
Yes.
just said. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yes,
Oh,
they
I wasn't
are.
listening, obviously.
Yes, they are. Just
I
keep
got another
going
one
with
here.
them, especially if you've got a stamping platform.
Someone asking if the stamps are continuous.
Oh, really? Yeah. I think I know that one actually now.
I don't know if... yeah.
I wonder if you know that.
I don't
one.
know. I don't know, but best to answer it anyway. If you
Yeah,
can.
just to
Exactly.
make sure anyone missed it. Just,
I don't know. Are they?
Yes.
Well,
they are,
just,
yeah.
okay.
You can continue
The pattern. I mean, some of the patterns, obviously you've got a nice check pattern there, you've got a trellis pattern. They are going to be continuous.
Yeah.
The other patterns may not be as continuous.
Yeah. Could does that make like a heart or something? Or is that me just looking into...
No, I did try that.
Ah, okay.
I did
Never
try.
mind.
I did try, but they face opposite ways.
Ah, right, okay.
I did try. Sorry, Dan.
Very late
Alright
tune.
But
Mary's with
we have
us.
a nice heart on
Oh.
that one.
Well, there we go then.
See?
Really nice design.
Nice
Yeah,
heart there.
pretty good.
I'm nearly done. Sorry, guys. It's a lot of blobbing along you.
There's a really great surprise gift in as well this month.
Yes.
So yeah,
didn't
something that you
mention
may
that,
not
did
have
we?
in your craft.
Yeah, because
selection.
we used to do a free gift with every subscription and stuff, but it just turned into a gift for everyone. And then we thought it'd be a fun idea. Someone recommended it.
A
actually.
surprise gift. I'm not sure who it was, but someone mentioned a surprise.
Yeah.
I thought that's a good idea. So
yeah, it's a good fun thing.
we
So-
took their
I
idea
like
like
a surprise
everything.
gift.
Yeah. So we won't release any information about it, and you'll just find out what it is when you get it, basically. Yeah, it's a nice little gift today.
If you do get it, so when you do get your kit, don't put the picture of the surprise gift up because just keep it a secret for everyone.
keep it a secret.
I think Aisha did a good job. She's like, oh, I won't show the surprise for what it was last month. So when you do get it, then you've got a nice surprise for when you do it too.
Have you hidden the free gift in case?
Yeah, I put it over there now.
Right.
Would have
Yeah,
been a
it
good
was in
spoiler
my
that
box.
was, wouldn't it?
Instantly on the Lord's
Sorry,
sake. There we go.
guys. There we are. So there's a second side in place and just a little bit of glue on the base.
Shelley
we
PC
are.
saying, such lovely kits, really look forward to each month to my kit coming, and this looks another great one. Yeah, I mean, I think all the kits are great, and I think that everyone we do, I kind of think every month that we're not going to make as good as the last month, but then we always do.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
know.
it's
that's
like-
what-
We
It keeps on
somehow
coming.
manage.
Yeah, so props to the design team and Louise as well for doing all the Nouveau and Craft Perfect stuff, and everyone else at the team. That does
yeah,
that
they're
as well.
brilliant.
Okay, so the drawers next. I
It
mean,
just makes it easy to talk about when it's actually good stuff.
exactly.
I know Sue said it was a blogger you gave the kit to last month that said earlier. I know it's actually with Christina's video and I didn't tell her not to show it.
Oh,
So that's on me,
no.
that one. And she goes, oh no, I think I've spoiled the surprise. I was like, don't worry, I'll take the blame on this.
Yeah,
so that's
yeah,
Sue.
yeah.
That don't direct it at Christina, direct it at myself. That's why I've got this cold. This must be karma for telling you,
punishment, yeah.
for spoiling the surprise.
So the little handles you've got an inner die and you've got an outer die. Again, you can use this die and cut a hole in the drawer. So you can pop your finger in and open the drawer that way. But I wanted to put the little handle on. So I've cut the 2 dies, obviously one at a time, in the glacier blue, and then I've cut the plain die on its own in the navy, and I've glued the 2 together. So that's what they like. I left 1 to glue. So again, a little bit of glue around the outside, and the easiest way I found then to pop them on, although I haven't done a terribly good job of gluing them, as you've already seen, was take your bone folder or your creaser and curl them.
Well, this gives that like more of a handle effect.
Yeah, yeah. Again, they are paper, so bear this in mind, they are paper and they are decorative really.
Yeah.
But what you can do is from the back of the box, just give the box a little bit of a push from behind, and they open easily. So I would just think of them as a decorative handle, because otherwise you may well be doing the same as I've done and pulled it off.
See, I thought that was me earlier.
No, I think it was me, love. So the box, where you've got your first opening, if you put your nail there and just give it a bend, and that's what gives you your little bit then to glue onto the drawer. And then give it a little push in the middle. So you've got, I don't know whether you're picking it up, you've got a little arc there.
Somewhere.
So a little bit of glue. And we'll start with the middle one.
Any reason?
So that I can line the other 2 up. So I know where I've put them.
So clever, you see.
It's all done by eye. So bend the ends, a little bit of glue. There we go. And pop it in place there. So we're going to leave these, whoops, let's bend the ends back first.
News just in.
Okay.
So Simon gave me. There was a little bit of a glitch on the US side, but now it's working as it should. So if anyone who's tried and failed on the US side, you can now get that, and that's visiting tonic-studios.com.
the same technical problem I was having, or was that an unrelated one?
Should have been on the auto renewal SKU, not the other one.
So actually, you caused it, Dan. Don't worry about that. That's
in my fault. Then.
That's all. Thanks, Simon.
An hour late.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right. But if you go on the US site now, don't worry. The stock is still there that was meant to be there. So you got as much chance as you did when you started. So don't worry about that. All right.
Oh dear. Okay, so there's our box up to then. Then I wanted to add some flowers. So let's have a little look. What am I looking for? Let's pop my heat gun on, my glue gun, because I made some flowers and I wanted to use as much of the kit as I could, to be honest.
Yeah.
So what I did for the flowers, I used the glitter to make the little centres for the flowers. So I will show you how I made those.
Cool.
I know most of you probably know anyway, but it's nice to be shown again. And so I'll just leave it to heat up just for a sec. It won't be long now.
All right.
And then we'll get the glitter out. And
Glitter
I am
away.
using glitter away. I am using one of our flexible,
PF,
yeah,
that one.
yeah,
Nice.
our mats. Because I find it easier to get the little glue dots off these than I do on a glass mat. Because, oh, excuse me, I find I'm digging away on the glass mat and they don't want to come off, and they tend to bend a little bit then. Whereas on this mat, I can bend the mat away from the glue dot. So a little bit of glue.
Tanya mentioned, what do we do if we bought the monthly kit but wanted the quarterly? So there's no difference between the kit that you're going to get.
No.
You know, the monthly's just going to roll on, and you're just going to pay for
the
it
one
per
there is a
month.
benefit of the quarterly is that you do save more money in the quarterly. So in the UK, for example, the kit is £35 a month. So one off is £35 a month with £2 postage. The monthly subscription is just £35 with no postage. And then the quarterly is £90 for 3 months, so you're saving yourself £5 on each kit then. Plus the fact that if you were buying the one-offs every month, then you'd be saving about £6 postage as well.
So if Tanya wanted to change the...
she can either get in contact with us, and I think we can change it round, or alternatively, she can cancel a subscription and then maybe do another one in the quarterly instead. But get in contact with us first, because we might be able to do it on the back end instead.
Email.
It might be a bit easier for you then.
If you're based in the US, Tanya, that's customer service at tonic-studios.com. If you're in the UK, support at tonic-studios.com, and we'll help.
So there's our little flowers, all glued on.
Well done, Chris Flynn, for staying awake. I know, Chris, you were in the US and you. So it's almost 3 a.m. You didn't want to miss out. So well done, Chris.
Oh, bless you.
Fair play to you.
Right, where am I going to pop these now? So a little bit of hot glue on the back, just to pop them in place. And again, I've made these flowers. You know, if you've been a subscriber to our kits, you'll already have these flowers anyway.
I thought I was going to say, I'm sure they were the ones from previous.
They are. I think they're from kit 4.
Yeah, because that's another thing as well. I mean, like, I know that the kit itself is great for making the projects, and you can kind of replicate what some of the inspiration and stuff like that. But they can be used across the board in loads of different projects. They don't have to be just the ones that you're doing in that particular time. I mean, like the flowers, for example, can be used in pretty much anything. There's another little matchbox. I keep calling it matchbox.
Trinket box.
Just trinket box.
Trinket box.
Why do I think that? Anyway.
I don't know.
I think that was the early stages names, maybe.
Yeah, probably.
We often have working titles for our dies.
I get told names and stuff sometimes, and just some of it stays and some of it doesn't. So, trinket box is so you can just you can use that for just like I said, knick-knacks, or whatever.
You could line them all up in a base without the outer shell, and put little pretties in and make a bigger box around it.
Yeah.
So if you've got a baby and you coil up little socks and mittens and little tiny things, but they could all be little things in one box. Little cuties. And then you can put bits and bobs on it.
Bobs. It's all coming together now.
That could be on a nice little tag on the side.
Yeah.
So there's our little glue dots. And all I would do then is pop a little bit of glue on the back and pop them into place. I made tiny ones for the small flowers, as I've done there, and I made slightly bigger ones for the bigger flowers. But you can pop these, if you make a load of them, just pop them in a little pot and they're there ready for you then when you need them next time.
Anyone that's a new subscriber, by the way, just to give you a brief understanding of how it works anyway. Like this month now, it's available as of today at 4 p.m. It's kind of like a pre-order almost, so that you guarantee your kit and we send it out at the end of the month then. So, and shipping varies basically on every country and what have you. But, so for example, if you ordered it today, it would be like a pre-order for the fact that we're going to send it out at the end of this month. Because we run the orders up until the end of the month. But obviously, if they sell out between then and then, we'll still send it out at the end of the month. But we give a chance for the whole month for people to purchase. And sometimes it goes a bit quicker than that, basically.
It does. It has done the last couple of months.
It has. I think last month, we sold out in like 10 days or something, which is fairly impressive because we try to accommodate the extra people that we thought might want it, but still not enough apparently. So more this month now. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. Great.
So that's it. That's finished. Lovely.
I really like the glue dots things. I quite like them.
Jodie makes a lot of them on TV.
Yeah. Oh right.
This is not my idea.
Yeah. Don't worry.
I won't pinch the idea. But they're quite handy. Yeah. And again, if you don't like a lot of sparkle, but you just want that little bit, then that's perfect to me.
Because like for filling like the flower area and stuff, I generally thought like crystal drop is kind of like the way you go forward for it. But when you want some large area, sometimes the crystal drops kind of droop a little bit.
They do.
Or like they can sometimes crack if they're like really big ones. But so then this is like a nice little alternative.
Exactly.
Cool.
Exactly.
I like it.
Really nice. The colours are, I think, great this month.
Yeah.
Like
they're
again,
beautiful.
I love that
beautiful
blue
colours.
and white's my sort of thing. I like that.
Yeah. Definitely.
So again, you can see the different patterns that we've got. Different patterns on the front of the drawers. And, you know, there's a lot more that you can use as well in the kit.
I was about to say, I mean, like you've used the glitter and the kind
I
of
haven't
die
used the
set.
stamps, I haven't used the embossing
So you've got
powders.
the stamps, the twine, the clear
Ink.
market
I
stuff.
haven't used the crystal
We've got
drops.
two different kind of embossing powders, the crystal drops, the sticker, of course.
forgot
the
the
sticker.
sticker.
Leslie, there it is.
and
Leslie
then-
just mentioned the sticker.
Yeah.
We forgot the sticker.
You haven't
worry.
used this card.
No, I haven't used that.
You
Haven't
used
used the-
that card.
I've used that.
You've used that
That's the
card. That goes
flowers.
back in.
Haven't used the grey.
The grey. That one. Yeah.
Oh, the other thing I wanted to say as well is these drawers, you can make 2 of the inner drawers from one A4 sheet of card. And you can cut 3 of the outer sheets. No, you can cut more than that. You can cut 4. 4 of the outer sleeves from an A4 sheet of card.
There we go.
So they are very cost effective
Yeah,
as
definitely.
well.
So Alison was able to make this incredible project there as well without using all of this that was left in the kit. So there's plenty still to do with, even though this is a great project, there's still lots in the kit to be able to make more stuff.
Yes.
So especially the twine, this goes on forever.
It does. I did try making a monkey fist.
A what?
Knot, I think it's called.
Okay.
But I wasn't very successful. I was doing something wrong and I couldn't pull it all
Everyone
in
Googling that
together.
now.
Yeah.
Everyone Google.
Yeah,
If you can do it, let me know what I'm doing wrong because I couldn't pull in all the strings at the end. So what am I doing wrong?
Yeah.
Awesome. So to wrap up everyone, toniccraftkit.co.uk if you're in the UK to get yours.
Or Europe or pretty much.
Anywhere apart from North
Yeah.
America, you're pretty much the UK website. But if you want it in the US, then go to www.tonic-studios.com and click on the Tonic Craft Kit bit on the main page, and it'll take you there, and that's all you need to know.
Yep.
So
Hope you
Get there
enjoyed.
quick.
Yeah.
get there quick
Get
and
there
have a
quick.
great evening, everyone.
Yes.
Thank
Hope
you
you
all,
enjoyed.
and thank you for all your well wishes.
Yes.
See you
Oh,
soon.
we'll be fine
Oh,
tomorrow.
are the
it'll be
stamps
fine.
continuous?
They are
Yes.
continuous.
They are continuous
They are
stamps.
continuous.
See you soon, everyone.
See
Thank
ya.
you.